you ever wondered why, despite all the distractions and pressures of modern life, it feels so difficult to just let go and stop caring about everything? Why is it so hard to release the weight of the world from our shoulders, even when we know we can't control it all? If you've ever scrolled through social media, felt overwhelmed by endless tasks, or simply wished you could care just a little less about the chaos around you, you're in the right place. Long before our digital age and 24/7 notifications, ancient philosophers known as the Stoics mastered the art of letting go. Their wisdom might be exactly what you need to navigate today's hectic world. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to explore some powerful Stoic principles that could change your life and help you find peace amidst the noise. 1. Control what's within, release what's without. Imagine this. It's a dreary Tuesday morning and you've just brewed the perfect cup of tea. You're ready to savor that moment of calm, but then, disaster strikes. Your cat knocks over your cup, spilling the tea everywhere. Now, if you were the old version of yourself, you'd probably get frustrated, maybe even angry, blaming the cat or feeling as though the universe has it out for you. But here's a lesson from Stoicism. We suffer more in imagination than in reality, said Seneca. The real source of our distress isn't the spilled tea or the mischievous cat, but how we choose to react to these events. What's within our control? Our response. The next time something goes wrong, a missed opportunity, a stressful meeting, or even a technological glitch, remember this: it's not the event itself that disturbs us, but our perception of it. By choosing to laugh it off, take a deep breath, and reframe the situation, we regain our power. So, the next time you're faced with a frustrating moment, instead of letting it spiral into a bad day, ask yourself, how can I respond in a way that preserves my peace? This is where true Stoic strength lies. Understanding that while we can't control the world around us, we always have the power to control how we engage with it. 2. Embrace the present moment. In a world where notifications ping every second and our thoughts race faster than the speed of our internet, it's all too easy to get caught up in what's coming next or what happened in the past. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wisely said, "Do not let the future disturb you, for you will arrive there if you nurture your present." How many times have you walked through a park, but instead of appreciating the beauty around you, your mind was already consumed with worries about tomorrow's tasks? Or sat at a dinner table, surrounded by loved ones, but your thoughts were lost in past mistakes or regrets? Stoicism teaches us that true peace and contentment lie in the present moment, right here, right now. The now is a gift, but we often squander it by dwelling on what has already passed or obsessing over what's yet to come. To truly live in the present is to fully experience every moment, to savor a meal, to listen intently to a friend, to feel the wind on your face. Life is not in the endless scrolling or in the distant future. It's in the small, simple moments that weave the fabric of our daily experience. So next time your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present. This is where happiness resides, and Stoicism reminds us that this is all we truly have. 3. Accept change as nature's course. Change is one of the few certainties in life. Yet, how often do we resist it, wishing for things to stay as they are or clinging to the past? The Stoics, especially Epictetus, taught that it's not what happens to us, but how we respond to it, that truly matters. Life is in constant flux. Jobs change, relationships evolve, and even the seasons shift from one extreme to another. It's a natural cycle, and Stoicism urges us to embrace it. Consider the seasons. Winter melts into spring, and the harsh cold gives way to blooming life. This transition, though inevitable, is beautiful and necessary. Yet, when we face changes in our personal lives, a breakup, a job loss, or a move, we often resist, feeling fear or sadness. But the Stoics remind us that resisting change is futile. Life flows like a river. Trying to swim against the current only leads to exhaustion. By accepting that change is a part of the grand design of life, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Instead of seeing change as a disruption, we can view it as an opportunity for growth and renewal. Every turn in life, no matter how unexpected, adds depth and meaning to our personal journey. So next time you're faced with change, instead of fighting it, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through it? Embrace the change, and in doing so, you'll find freedom. 4. Detach from external validation. In today's world, where likes, shares, and comments define so much of our self-worth, Stoicism offers a powerful antidote. Epictetus once said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." In other words, our greatest worries often stem from what others think of us or how we appear to the world. But why should we let the fleeting opinions of others dictate our mood or sense of value? The Stoics argue that our self-worth should come from within, not from external sources. The number of likes on a social media post, the number of followers we have, or the comments we receive do not define who we are. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our values, and our character, rather than looking for validation from the world around us. It's easy to fall into the trap of external approval, but true peace comes when we stop measuring ourselves by public approval. Next time your post doesn't get the attention you hoped for, or when someone criticizes you in person or online, remember, your value is not for others to decide. It's a reflection of the person you are on the inside, your integrity, and how you live your life. By detaching from the need for external validation, you regain your power. You become the ultimate judge of your worth. 5. Recognize life's natural cycles. In life, we often encounter loss, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the fading of something we hold dear. Yet, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. This profound wisdom invites us to see loss not as something tragic, but as an inherent part of life's natural rhythm. Just as trees shed their leaves to make room for new growth, we too must learn to let go and embrace life's cycles. It's easy to become attached to things or people, clinging to them as if they could last forever. But Stoicism teaches us that everything in life is temporary, and by accepting the impermanence of all things, we free ourselves from the pain of clinging too tightly. In fact, it is in letting go that we allow space for new beginnings. Life's natural cycles, beginnings and endings, growth and decay, are all essential to the bigger picture. By embracing the transient nature of life, we learn to appreciate the moments we have, knowing that they will not last forever. Instead of resisting the inevitable, we can choose to live fully, love deeply, and let go gracefully. The end of one chapter is merely the beginning of another, and in the Stoic view, this cyclical nature of existence is something to be celebrated, not feared. 6. Seek growth in adversity. We all face challenges in life, whether it's dealing with a difficult boss, facing financial struggles, or feeling overwhelmed by life's demands. It's natural to want to escape these hardships, but Seneca reminds us that difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Just as our muscles grow stronger with resistance training, our character is forged through adversity. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles, Stoicism teaches us to see them as opportunities for growth. Every hardship, every moment of struggle carries with it a lesson, a chance to strengthen our resilience, sharpen our mindset, and build our inner fortitude. When we encounter difficulties, we can choose to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this experience? The Stoics were masters at turning trials into triumphs, not by avoiding adversity but by embracing it. They understood that pain and suffering are not signs of failure, but catalysts for personal development. When faced with life's challenges, rather than asking, why me, we should ask, what is this teaching me? In doing so, we turn adversity into our greatest teacher, shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. 7. Cultivate inner riches. In a world that often equates success with material wealth, shiny cars, designer clothes, and the latest gadgets, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Seneca wisely observed, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." True wealth, according to the Stoics, is not measured by what you own, but by the richness of your inner life. While it's perfectly fine to enjoy life's luxuries, the Stoics caution us not to become enslaved by them. The pursuit of material possessions can easily lead to an endless cycle of desire, where satisfaction is fleeting and contentment becomes elusive. Instead, Stoicism teaches that real wealth is found in the contentment of the soul, the depth of our experiences, and the treasure of our memories. Imagine if you shifted your focus from accumulating things to cultivating experiences, relationships, and personal growth. The richness of a life well lived, the wisdom gained through challenges, and the peace found in self-contentment are the true markers of success. So, while it's nice to indulge in life's pleasures, remember, the greatest riches are the ones that cannot be bought. They are the intangible treasures of the heart and mind. 8. Understand and accept fate. It's easy to become frustrated when life doesn't go according to plan. Perhaps you worked hard for a promotion that never came, or put your heart into a relationship that ended unexpectedly. But as Epictetus wisely stated, don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen. In other words, while we can control our actions, we cannot control the outcomes, and that's perfectly okay. Stoicism teaches us to accept fate, not in a passive or resigned way, but with an understanding that life's twists and turns are often beyond our control. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't unfold as we hope. However, the Stoic approach is not to lament or resist, but to embrace what is. After all, the most compelling stories often emerge from the most unexpected circumstances. By accepting what comes our way, we create space for growth, learning, and resilience. Rather than fixating on how things should have gone, we learn to appreciate life for what it is, finding peace in knowing that every turn, whether it leads us toward success or failure, is part of our journey. Accepting fate is not about surrendering to life's challenges, but rather about meeting them with grace and understanding. As we conclude this journey through Stoic wisdom, I want to challenge you to reflect on which of these principles resonated most with you. Was it Marcus Aurelius' thoughts on living in the present? Or maybe Seneca's reminder to grow through adversity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how Stoicism is impacting your life. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can keep learning and growing with us. By spreading the wisdom of Stoicism, we can all cultivate more peace, resilience, and intentional living in this chaotic world. Remember, life is an adventure, and with Stoicism as your guide, you can master the art of letting go and living with purpose. Stay curious, keep reflecting, and keep the Stoic spirit alive.